All right, everybody, the next conversation we're going to dive into is near and dear to my heart. It's finances. I think finances is one of these conversations that we need to talk more about. It needs to be more expressed, more interacted with. It shouldn't be one of these shy, private conversations. Listen, we all have the money we have. We all don't have the money we don't have. Most of us want more of it, and that's fine. So let's talk about finances and see if we can increase our knowledge and awareness of what money is and how to interact with it in a more powerful manner. So the first thing I want to get into around your finances is your budget. Your budget is the foundational structure to all of your finances. I think we should have a business budget and a personal budget. So let's deal with the business first. There's a few line items in your budget that I feel are important to address. One of the things I want to address is going to be your business reserves, especially in this time that we're running into right now, very much like 2008. Those of you who have good business reserves are a little bit more comfortable right now. You're not sweating it so hard and you think you can ride this out, which is wonderful. That's why it's so important. People who don't have enough reserves are going to get hit very hard when the economy changes, when there's a natural disaster. So please, please, please build in business reserves as one of your line items. In the real estate industry, we believe that you should have 4 to 6 months of bare bone operating expenses saved. I said bare bones. So if your business budget, as an example, was $10,000 a month, and if you cut all the fat out of that, it dropped it down to say $6,000 a month, that's the number I would use. So $6,000 a month is bare bones, times 4 to 6 months. That's what you need in your business reserve account. That's a wonderful thing to set as your goal for the year. That's a great goal to have in your business. Now, let's keep moving. The next thing is taxes. Listen, we all got to pay Uncle Sam. It's important. If you don't pay, trust me, Uncle Sam will come knocking. So we have our business reserves, we have our taxes. The next thing I want to focus on is your fixed expenses and your variable expenses. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go look at 12 months of your spending, and you're going to take all of your spending and you're going to divide it by 12 months. And that's going to give you your monthly average, and that's what you're going to enter into your budget. So I would break up your budget into fixed expenses and variable expenses. It helps you better understand your finances. Let's talk about what a fixed expense is. A fixed expense is very simple. It's like rent or a car payment. It's a set amount that you pay every single month. That's simple. Now let's look at variable expenses. So your variable expenses are as follows. There's 2 kinds, okay? One kind of variable expense is when you get the bill every month, but the dollar amount changes. Gas. Right? Gas is a great example. Food, your meals, entertainment. You know you pay it every single month, but the dollar amount is always fluctuating. The next kind of variable expense is something that happens randomly or once or twice in the year. Take auto repairs. We don't know when we're going to get a flat tire, but chances are we're going to get one at some point. So auto repairs is a variable expense. You want to be budgeting money, so when the expense happens, the money is sitting there. So there we are. We know our fixed expenses, we know our variable expenses, we have business reserves and taxes set aside. Here's a really powerful point to apply. In real estate, your houses have multiple rooms, and we relate to those rooms differently. Well, you want your budget to be the exact same way. I have 13 different bank accounts between my business and my personal because I like to compartmentalize my money. That's an important thing to understand. You want to compartmentalize your money. When you compartmentalize your money, it allows you to relate to that money differently, right? You relate to your living room differently than you relate to your kitchen, differently than you relate to your bedroom. Same with your money. If you guys are keeping all your money in 2 bank accounts or 1 bank account, horrible idea. You're not going to realize how much money is dedicated to what. So lots of bank accounts. In this day and age, bank accounts are free or cheap. Get a lot of them. Business reserves should be a bank account. Taxes should be a bank account. If you have a team or a big staff, payroll should be a bank account. Get as many bank accounts as you possibly can. The more money is compartmentalized, the powerful or more powerful your relationship to that money is. And you'll be able to manage it more effectively, I promise you. All right, so that's the business. Let's look at the personal budget. Very much like the business budget, your personal budget, you need to break down your fixed expenses and your variable expenses the exact same way. There's a couple expenses I want to highlight on the personal side. We have personal reserves and we have personal investment money. I want to separate the two. Personal reserves is for emergencies. Your investment money is for investing into your financial freedom and your retirement. That's different. That's for your stocks. That's for your rental property. That's for your businesses that you want to buy. So you want to make sure you're separating out reserve money from investment money. Next is travel. Listen, as a business owner, I don't think travel is a luxury. I think it's a necessity. We as business owners are so inundated with emails and contact and customers that our energy gets diminished. We get worked. We need our balance. Travel is something that must be in the budget. You have to take time off to recharge the batteries. So if you can break out all of those in their own accounts, please do so. You should have an investment account, a reserve account, travel account. So get as many accounts as you would like. The more you compartmentalize your money, the better you're going to be at managing it. The next big question we generally get with finances is, how do I manage my money? Where do I manage my money? What tools do I use? We generally recommend Quickbooks. Quickbooks is a very easy accounting system. Your CPA or your accountant is going to like you to have that. Your bookkeeper is going to want you to have that. Please, please, please get Quickbooks. It's very simple. Now, for most of us, your talents and time are better spent out there selling and doing marketing. You don't need to be reconciling all your bank accounts. Get a bookkeeper. They're cheap, inexpensive, fabulous to have. Your accountant's going to appreciate it. You're going to appreciate it. It's a very inexpensive expense that'll make a huge difference in your financial integrity. All right, now let's deal with the mindset around money, okay? This is an important conversation. Please listen up. When you're looking at making more money, which most of us are, that's why we're here, we're growing our business, we need to have a better financial IQ. It starts with your integrity. If you're not managing the money you have right now with integrity, how do you expect to have more of it? I'm going to say that again because it's that important. To the degree that you're managing your money right now with integrity is to the same degree in which you can have more of it. So this is your opportunity to really start to put the integrity around your financial structure. I suggest learning more about money. Again, like we said, this isn't something that most of us were taught. I know I wasn't. I've had a finance coach for many, many years, business coaches for many, many years. I've read lots of books on finance. There's two books that I found very valuable that kind of make up a nice foundation of awareness. One is Simple Numbers by Greg Crabtree. Amazing book, easy to read, very knowledgeable. Another financial book is Profit First. Please read both of those books. They're easy to get your hands on. They're slightly different perspectives. It'll give you a very nice financial base to your knowledge. Very empowering.